Welcome to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, home to the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup at the Rock. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt, as we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Troy Trojans, taking on the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all, Palmer.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium, people are watching back at home because of this guy right here.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. It's complete on the right side. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Golden Eagles in the hurry-up.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Gets it out fast. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows them. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I bet you.
Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows that that happens again. He's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to go through him anyways. You got to be able to run the football and have some balance.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to...
And he breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
This offense is high-octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curve.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Trojans will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's past the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Southern Mississippi has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. They'll throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. And that pass intercepted. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make the crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And he intercepts it. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it. And he will score! Touchdown, Troy!
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Dropping back, it's Jennings. Quickly out to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Offense set on first down. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Snap in the shotgun. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
This is a 3rd and long. Now on the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The offense lining up for a first down play. He'll start this drive firing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Back to pass, it's Jennings. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Makes a grab over the middle. They'll immediately call timeout.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll pull it down and run. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, we've been looking forward to this one all week. A fun start to things in Hattiesburg. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Rock.
The Golden Eagles will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Trying to make magic with his feet. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lets it fly. On target to the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Brings up 2nd down.
Got it behind the line. It's Amatova. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd down, going up top. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And the Trojans decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough.
And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. He's got it. Touchdown, Trojans. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Notre Dame is getting worked right now in their own dojo. We've seen this team in a lot of big spots over the years, but I can't think of a worse beatdown. They're trailing by 14 to Wake Forest. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Golden Eagles will hustle to the line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Quick strike complete. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. He wants to pass it on second down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Using the quick game. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Golden Eagles will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. The handoff, keep working on that clock.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Going up top on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They think there's room to run to the right here. All kinds of room to the right. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Troy! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Southern Mississippi, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
To throw, it's Jennings. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. This offense has a second down play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got it on the left. Can anyone catch him? And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi.
And listen, still a ways to go. A great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going up top. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way.
What a great call on defense. Perfect coverage for what the offense had dialed up. They're able to get the pick, and now they set their offense up with an opportunity to drive the field and at least tie this one up.
Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take...
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.